Good morning everybody and welcome to your virtual meeting this week with me as we go into week 13 of lockdown. I'm really missing being in class. It's quite hard when you're just talking to yourself and you're not getting that feedback, so feel free to put anything in the comment box that comes up and I will see it and I can get back to you then as well. So last week we did a lot of salad stuff, so slicing and dicing, and the salad bar with the salad jar. That was so that we were prepared for the week and that we can really bulk up on some of those low calorie foods that are going to keep us a lot fuller but for such a low calorie value, so we can work in some extra little treats along the way. Okay, so it's all about that feeling of fullness and not being deprived, but ultimately keeping our food nice and colourful and vibrant, and we're engaged with it. This week the page has been fantastic for all your inspirational food. I've loved seeing the different varieties of what you're eating, and you know, since we've been in lockdown we've lost 50 stone. I mean, that's awesome, isn't it? That's really good going. I haven't weighed today, I'm recording this, it's Sunday. Fingers crossed I'll have a loss tomorrow. Hit a bit of a low in the week, so you may find that a lot of us will have good days and then you'll dip down on bad days. I personally haven't done a lot of exercise this week, so that's one thing I'm going to push myself to do a little bit more this week, up my walking, because on those down days then the extra treats do sort of creep in, and when you've been so good all week you just, you know, think, oh God, I've blown it, but we can always turn it around and we can always brush ourselves down and go forward. So I made a chutney last night and I posted the video. So here it is this morning. You can see it's all nice and solid. I've scooped a little bit out and it's great. It's really tasty as well. You're meant to use pickling vinegar, but I've never got that, only Christmas time, but malt vinegar's fine, you know, and it doesn't taste too tart. It's quite sweet as well, so it's really, really nice. So we talked about breakfast, and we're going to be talking about breakfast this week. So what are you actually having for breakfast, and what options are you exploring in the morning? Okay, so there's many of us that will skip our breakfast. Is that you? And you know, sometimes when we skip the breakfast, that can lead to a mid-morning snack. So, you know, it's not written in stone that you should have your breakfast, but at the end of the day, you know, you're setting yourself up for a good day, and, you know, you're not going to be that mid-morning snack. There's a lot of my ladies and gents that I encounter that can't eat breakfast in the morning. So if you're one of those, what do you actually do in the morning to kick your day up right? I mean, my mother always used to have a coffee and a fag and she'd be fine then and she'd be off for the day back in the day. But you know, going forward, we really want to explore the breakfast options this week. I'm going to make you some pancakes in a little bit and do a demo. Hopefully my tripod is okay today. Oh, I was having a nightmare last Saturday. It was just one of those days. My fringe isn't looking so bad today. I've got my t-shirt on so I don't have a flush. So all going back to basics, thinking about we get out of bed with enthusiasm, we want to start our day right, on the right foot. What type of breakfast are you having to start your day? By adding some fibre into your breakfast, this can really help you to feel a lot more satisfied as well. So it's going to keep you a lot more fuller for lunch. So you've got your things like your brown flakes, your shredded wheat, you've got your porridge is really filling. And we know that we can top it with bananas and blueberries and all those other filling foods for a low calorie cost, okay? Maybe we could swap our white bread for a wholemeal bread as well and have something more whole grain. This is going to have more fibre in it and it's going to keep you a lot fuller for longer. You know, there's also the best of both. That's really good as well. A lot of people will eat the best of both. Sorry, I've got a notification coming in there. So I want you to think about what you're having, and if you're having cereals, have you actually got cereals that you're eating that have a lot of hidden salt and sugar in them? Okay, so maybe you could swap that for a better cereal. Shredded wheat is really good because it's low in salt and sugar. Okay, Whole grain, whole wheat cereals are a lot better for you as well, and sweetened muesli and porridge oats. You can make your own muesli, but remember muesli can come in really, really high, and we actually eat with our eyes, so a small quantity can be a lot of calories, but we shake it in until the bowl is pleasing on the eye, and before we know it, we could be eating, you know, at least a quarter of our calories for that day before we've even started. So if we really wanted to get protein, eggs are excellent, okay? 2 scrambled eggs in the morning are really good. They're gonna set you up for the day. They're gonna keep that hunger away as well. Never underestimate an egg. It's full of protein as well. So it's really gonna keep you full, and protein does ward off the hunger. Okay, so there's loads of ways that you can eat your eggs. Which way do you prefer yours? You could have a nice scrambled egg, you could have an omelette in the morning, a boiled egg with some of your soldiers with a wholemeal toast and stuff like that. Poached egg on toast is another good one for the morning, or you can even do it in a little bit of fry light. You know, there's hardly any calories in this. A couple of squirts of fry light just to layer your pan is good. I've got one of these pans which I find really good, and I take this into class a lot and do a lot of demos, but it's great for, you know, you could have a nice breakfast there. Even you could have your bacon medallions, your Hecklo sausages. I know Louise uses some really low vegan sausages, and they're quite low. I can't remember what they're called now, but you know, you can get a substitute of a sausage which is going to be lower. So your bacon medallion, your sausage, some scrambled eggs, 2 tablespoons of baked beans. You could have, if you're not very good at breakfast, maybe you could have that for a brunch. But the idea is that we're not eating less, we're eating right, and it's going to fuel our body. At the end of the day, you wouldn't put rubbish fuel in your car and expect you to get to your destination without stopping. You know, our body is finely tuned and it needs the right energy to run on. But I think sometimes when we say that we're on a diet, we think about eating less, pulling back on our calories, because we think it's going to give us the best results. But in my experience, under eating actually leads to overeating, and it's not about eating less, it's about eating right, so that you can fuel your body, you know. Oh, these notifications are coming through, sorry guys. So try to keep your breakfast around 280 calories. That's a really good indicator that you're on target for your day. How many of us are weighing out our milk, and are we allowing enough milk to go onto our cereals as well? Okay, we've got another one there. I'm not sure if you can see these notifications or not, but I thought I'd turned them off. Anyway, okay, you can always add fruit to your breakfast to bulk it up, and really bulk it up for that minimum calories, which is going to also give you 5 a day a boost as well. So when we're thinking about our 5 a day, what sort of five fruit or vegetables are you incorporating in your day, and are you actually eating enough fruit and vegetables? You know, because that should take up at least 3/4 of our food intake for that day. It's got all the right vitamins and minerals in there that we need to keep us satisfied as well. Kale is really good, spinach is really good, it's going to give you a good source of iron as well. So if you're going to have a nice wholemeal slice, you could have some spinach and a poached egg on that, even some avocado, you know. There's plenty that we can do, but are we stuck in a rut that we're having the same boring breakfast every day? So you know, nothing changes, and you're going to get the same result every week. So if that result isn't working for you, you have to strip it back and look at what's not working for you, why it's not working for you, what could you do differently, and do I just need to shake up my eating so that I'm getting all the right minerals and vitamins that my body needs to sustain my day and to actually give me that weight loss that I'm looking for, because otherwise your body's going to hold on to it. Okay, so if you're not eating your breakfast yet, don't worry, it can take up to 12 weeks to create a new behaviour. can you think about how many new behaviours you've actually had to create and adopt since you've taken on the healthy eating aspect in your life? What sort of changes? How long did they actually take you to develop that? Can you think how long it's taken you to actually, sorry, that is right, his whiskey's fallen. You know, when we create a new behaviour, I don't think those old bad habits leave us. They're always lurking in the background until we've got the devil on our back saying, go on, one won't hurt, or skip breakfast, you know, you're going to be eating out later. If we don't eat all day, then we can have what we want when we go out in the evening. Have you ever been in that situation where then you order everything off the menu? Where if you'd had a nice bowl of fruit and some Greek yogurt for breakfast and a light lunch and maybe a soup in the afternoon, a zero soup or a low pointed soup or a sin-free soup, whatever plan you're on, but a low calorie, low density food to keep you full and satisfied. When you go to the restaurant, you're not ravenous, you know, you pick wisely, and you're not having all the extra sides that are going to really put you over the edge and get back into that cycle. Oh, I've had a good night out, but I've blown it now. Whatever happens, dust yourself down. Every morning you have the power to start the day afresh and say, right, today I'm going to do this differently. I don't normally eat breakfast, but what could I have that is going to keep me going until lunchtime, so I don't dip at 11 and I can ultimately maybe omit that snacking that I'm doing, because if you're snacking in the morning, you can guarantee your bottom dollar you're probably eating 200-300 calories there, and by lunch then you're not hungry again, so then you think, oh, I won't bother with lunch, and then you snack again in the afternoon. So it's a circle, you know, and we've got to bring it back, we've got to take back control, and we've got to look at our day and create some new behaviours that are going to set us right for this weight loss challenge that we're on, okay? So, if you're short for time, it's always great to take a banana or a piece of fruit in your bag, or like an Alpen bar. You can get some of these Alpen bars, which are only about 66 calories. So therefore, you know, if you have a banana and an Alpen bar, you're looking at 166 calories, but you're still having something to eat and to start your day off right, okay? So you can always pack up something while you're on the go for yourself. What about overnight oats? They're a massive hit, you know, and I know that there's lots of different recipes that you can put them in. So the one that I like, and I'm not very much on dairy, but I like the oats, the milk, the honey, and some blueberries. So you put your quantities in a jar, you shake it, and you put it in the fridge, and in the morning it's all set, and like the oats are cooked then overnight. So that's really good. So if you're short on time and you're still working and you're out there being a key worker, maybe get overnight oats in the jar. So if you are pushed for time and you haven't got to go and get breakfast in the morning because you're dashing out the door, you've got your jar ready and you can take it with you, you know, and you can eat it when you get to work then, if you've got 5-10 minutes to do it, or eat it on the way. Don't tell the police though, you're not meant to eat and drive. Okay, so overnight oats are a really good one, and they're going to keep you full and keep you going, okay, and really fuel your body for the energy that you need through the day. What about breakfast muffins? They're really good. You could lay a tin pan with some ham, crack an egg, salt and pepper, and pop them in the oven. They make a great low snack, or you can make, like I did the frittata last week, you can make mini frittatas and stick them in the fridge. So they're a nice little pop in your mouth, easy on the go breakfast as well, okay? So what are your breakfast choices, and who wants to share their top tips on the motivation to ensure that we fight off those hunger pangs at mid-morning break? So, a lot of food for thought this week, okay? So I want you thick and fast with all your ideas on what you're having for breakfast, and is it keeping you satisfied? If you're having a breakfast that you're thinking, oh, I'm still hungry now at 11 o'clock, it's not the right breakfast for you. You should be eating enough protein and fibre to keep you going until lunchtime, okay? So if we could knock those mid-morning snacks off on the head, because you're eating right to start your day right, imagine what impact that is going to actually have on your weight loss. I'm making some blueberry and banana muffin pancakes today, okay? So I'll give you a quick little demo. I don't know how it'll go, okay? You know me and demos. it's all trying, but you know, we're having fun along the way, and we're still having our meeting, and we're doing the best that we can until we can all be back together again, okay? So this is an old Weight Watcher recipe from when I was a Weight Watcher leader, okay? So basically, I've got 125 grams of self-raising flour in there. I've got 2 teaspoons of caster sugar, and I've got a pinch of salt in that bowl, okay? So in my jug now, I've got 150 millilitres of skim milk. I've put a yolk in there, and I've put a teaspoon of vanilla essence. So with my fork, oh, I've moved it to the other side. So with your fork, with the flour, I've already made a little well in it, okay? So you make a little well in the centre, whisk your egg, your milk and your vanilla up, okay? So you mix all that up until it's a nice consistency, until the yolk is in there and it's a nice rich yellowy custard colour. So you get your whisk, and what I've done here as well is with the egg white, I've whisked it up until it's sort of soft peaks. Oh, that's a blooming bingo wing workout. I was like, oh, when's it gonna get stiff, you know? But whisk it up, it'll take about 10 minutes, or if you've got electric gadget, you know, the tools in the kitchen, they're marvellous for extra speed, getting things done quicker. But I thought, oh, I'll save the washing up, I'll just use this now, but I could have just chucked it in the dishwasher. So what we do is we gradually make that well, and we gradually add the flour, the mixture to the flour, keep stirring, and you'll see, because you'll just take in the flour gradually as you go around, add more as we go. I've made these for years actually. Have you got any favourite recipes that you like it for a breakfast or a pancake? I did see on the internet the other day about the tortilla chips. You know, I like doing the pizza wrap under the grill, you know, putting a flat tortilla chip with sprinkling cheese and slice of tomato, and just grill that. That's really nice. But you can do these pockets now. I may be doing a demo on it. I watched it the other day. It's great. You have your flat tortilla chip. You put a daub of tomato puree either side, a little bit of ham and a sprinkling of cheese, and you fold it, and you leave a gap in the middle. You fold it, and then you go like that, and you can pop it in the toaster, and then 5 minutes later you can turn it the other way and pop it in the toaster. Now you can have one of them, and I don't like to advocate Weight Watchers, because you know, just because I don't want to sound unprofessional, but I don't advocate Weight Watchers because I worked with them for 10 years. But at the end of the day, you know, the Weight Watchers wraps, they are the lower ones, because they are on their plan, and they're lower in salt and sugar, and they've reduced them, so they are a good choice for that. Oh, this butter's coming on lovely. And then you stick it in the toaster, and you toast it, and then you turn it back to front, and you stick it in the toaster, and you've got a nice like pizza wrap there. So you could even use that on the go. So this is all mixed in lovely now, okay? So you can see I've got a nice batter. Let me make sure my thing is on. I'm going to spray it with fry light as well, so it's nice and light. Do this, and once this is a nice consistency, can you see that? It's all nice there. Take that out there for a minute, shove that in there. Then we're going to, we're going to fold in the egg whites then. So just take a little, oh, these are nice. Take a spoon at a time, fold it in. I think that's so they're nice and fluffy, isn't it? God, I made these for years. A nice treat as well, especially on a Sunday. I'm a bit heavy-handed, really. My son's mouth is watering. He's like, give me a shout when these are done. So fold that in nicely, you know, and these are going to be nice because they're going to be able to be stacked Oh, I've got a fire going on here. Let's not hope the alarm goes off. I don't want to edit the video and try to put it together again. That looks as if it's nice and hot. So folding that in lovely, so it's nice and light and airy. Scoop it all around and make sure that's all folded in. Oh, looks nice. Right, okay, so I'll put that to one side. I've got a scoop now. Hold on, put your ears, just in case the fire alarm goes off, okay? So I'm going to put a scoop of this in. I would imagine they'd make a few. That's nice. So they'll take a couple of minutes to do. So if you were going to put your favourite topping on, what would you do? Banana and blueberries are a great hit. You could put some yogurt, Greek yogurt or something, but we're going for the squirty cream. This is quite low as well, so it's not too bad because you won't eat a lot of it. They're bubbling up nice now. What other things could you do? You could put your bananas, you could put your blueberries on there, you've got your raspberries, you could trickle them with a little bit of a choc shot as well. I wouldn't suggest putting the beetroot jelly on them. But you know, I suppose with this you could even adapt it and make it a little bit savoury. Oh, they're coming up nice now. My son will be pleased. So going forward this week, if you're really going to get serious about having some breakfast and tasty breakfast, what are you going to cook yourself? I mean, you can see these haven't taken too long to do now. Oh, they need a little bit more colour. Let me turn that up a little bit. But you know, they're cooking nice. These remind me of like the pikelets my nan used to make. Gorgeous. So you just wait for the bubbles to come up on the top. Oh, look at that. I must be getting better at this malarkey. So, exploring breakfasts this week. Let me see what you're doing. Let's have a look if it's going to keep us fuller, more satisfied, and if we're going to be more on track. You know, we can do something every day to make a difference, you know, to how we feel. So, oh, these are cooking lovely now. Let me slice those down now. I just want them to cook a little bit faster because I don't want to be waffling on here a little bit because they're not really brown enough, but they're setting really, really nice. Look how quick and easy that was. Oh, that one's browning nice. Shall I sing to you? La, 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 la. You'll all tune off if I start singing. I should have put that on a bit earlier, shouldn't I? So it would cook and we wouldn't be waiting around then. But wow, that was quick, that was easy. That's going to feel like you really had a nice hit as well. You can stack these. These need to be a bit brown and a bit pasty yet, but you can see, look at these, how nice they're coming along. I'll do them 2 more minutes now. Have you got any sort of recipe as well? Let me have a look. I'm going to put like a waffle recipe. I've got this roll down here. I bought these on eBay, last year, and I'm going to do a waffle recipe for the page there, and I'll take a photo of this one and I'll stick it on, but obviously it's Weight Watchers, not mine. But there's a good waffle one you can have, and you could always get these little waffle molds, so you could do waffles as well, and that would be a nice alternative. Let's have a look, see how these pancakes are going. Right, they are looking amazing. My son is going to be licking his lips. Oh man. Okay, so with this, we can just pop them on the plate. Layer. Good shake. Oh God. You'd be saying, Mum, I want to put my own cream on. The banana's gone a bit brown now. So, absolutely beautiful breakfast. And you can put some of this hot shot on as well, if I could open it. Put some honey on. I mean, they are a bit hot. If I was you know, I'd let them cool a little bit. And voila, a nice breakfast. Now you tell me you're on a diet with a nice breakfast like that, but it's still low. So have a great week, everybody, this week. Enjoy exploring the different types of breakfasts you can have. I can't wait to see them. Next week, let's do lunches. Bye. Have a great day, everyone, and I'll have all your weights in later. Please weigh in by 11. Love ya.